We'll turn division into a multiplication. But how? Hello math learners, Hassan here. Welcome back. In this video, we'll see multiplying and dividing rational numbers. Okay, so let's start this topic. Since rational numbers can be written as fractions, we can use rules for multiplying and dividing fractions. So first, let's talk about multiplying rational numbers. If you have two fractions, first we'll multiply the top numbers and then we'll multiply the bottom numbers. And the step number 3 is simplify the fraction if required. So let's see this example over here. We have 1 over 2 times 2 over 5. Step number 1 is multiply the top numbers. 1 times 2 is 2. Step number 2 is multiply the bottom numbers. 2 times 5 is 10. So 2 over 10. Let's see if you can simplify the fraction. Simplifying the fraction means to divide both these numbers by any other number except 1. Can you divide 2 and 10 by any other numbers? Yes, we can divide them by 2. So 2 over 10 can be simplified as 1 over 5. So this is the answer for this multiplication of these two numbers. When it comes to division, we apply the KCF rule, which is keep, change, flip. We'll talk about that in a moment. So the first step is we turn the second fraction upside down. The second step is we multiply the first fraction by that reciprocal. And the step number 3 is simplify the fraction. So let's see, we have 1 over 2 divide by 1 over 6. So we'll do this rule KCF. So KCF means we keep this first fraction same. We change this division sign into multiplication. And then we flip the next fraction. So this KCF turns into this 1 over 2 times 6 over 1. Now see here, this division has turned into a multiplication. Now apply the multiplication property over here. 1 times 6 is 6. 2 times 1 is 2. So 6 over 2 equals 3. This is how we do the division of fraction. Now let's see some practice problems to solidify our understanding. Now let's see how we can multiply the rational numbers. Again, we will apply the rules of multiplying fractions. So the first problem we have is 9 over 5 times negative 1 over 3. Now to multiply the fractions, the first step is we multiply the top numbers. Now here we have 9 times 1, so I'll just have 9. And the second step is to multiply the bottom numbers. We have 5 times 3, that is 15. We can see that we have a plus sign here and a negative sign here. So plus times a negative would give you a negative fraction. Now this negative 9 over 15 can be either negative 9 over positive 15 or 9 over negative 15. So you can distribute this negative sign to either numerator or denominator, but we cannot do it for the both. We cannot write it as negative 9 over negative 15 because that means we have two negative signs on the numerator and denominator, which should cancel out to plus. So the ultimate answer would be 9 over 15. So this would be incorrect because our original problem has a plus sign and a minus sign. A multiplication of a positive and a negative number would give you a negative answer. So our answer is negative 9 over 15. But now we need to go to the third step, which is simplify the fraction if needed. Now to simplify the fraction, we see whether we can divide the top and the bottom number by any other number except 1. In this case, we can see that we can divide both 9 and 15 by 3. So we divide 9 by 3 and we divide 15 by 3. So you get negative 3 over 5. So that is the simplified answer we have for the first problem. Now let's look at the second one. The second problem we have is negative 4 over 3 times 11 over 9. Again, we'll apply the same strategy. Now we have a negative times a positive, so we keep the negative sign. Now we'll multiply the top numbers. 4 times 11, that is 44, and 3 times 9, that is 27. Now look at the third step, simplify the fraction if needed. Can you simplify this fraction, negative 44 over 27? We can't simplify this fraction, so our answer is negative 44 over 27. Now let's look at the third problem we have. Here we have a mixed fraction, 5 whole 5 over 6 times negative 17 over 10. Negative 17 over 10 is also a mixed fraction, but this is simplified to an improper fraction. Now our strategy is we convert the mixed fraction into an improper fraction. So 5 whole 5 over 6 can be written as 5 times 6, that is 30. 30 plus 5, that is 35 over 6 times negative 17 over 10. Now we follow the strategy, multiply the top numbers, 35 times negative 17, and then multiply the bottom numbers, 6 times 10. Here in this multiplication, we have a positive number and a negative number, so our final answer would be negative. So just put a negative sign here. Now 35 times 17, that is 595. And now the second step is we multiply the bottom number, so 6 times 10, that is 60. Now see if you can simplify the fraction. So to simplify the fraction, we need to check whether we can divide these two numbers by any other number except 1. In this case, we can divide them by 5. So we divide these by 5 and we divide these by 5. So you get negative 119 over 12. Now, when you do fraction multiplication, there is another quick strategy that we can do. Here, instead of multiplying the top numbers together and multiplying the bottom numbers together, we can simplify the fraction at this stage. In any fraction multiplication, any number at the top with respect to the bottom number represents division. So I can divide this 35 and this 10 by 5. So I have 7 over 6 times negative 17 over 2. So you can see that if I divide 35 and 10 by 5, I get 7 and 2. Now if I do the multiplication, because I cannot simplify anymore, 7 times negative 17, that is negative 119. And 6 times 2, that is 12. You can see that both strategies give us the same answer. Perfect. Now let's try these division problems. Over here, the problem statement says find each quotient. So we need to divide the fractions. The first problem is 1 divided by 1/2. So our first step is we turn the second fraction upside down. So we turn the second fraction into its reciprocal. So to make it upside down, we have 1. So I want to make the second fraction upside down. So that would be 2 over 1. So when I do flip this fraction, I turn this division sign into multiplication. So now we have a multiplication rule over here. Now to turn this whole number into a fraction, we simply put it over 1. So now we have 1 times 2, that is 2. And 1 times 1, that is 1. So 2 over 1 simplifies to just 2. This is how we do the fraction division. Now let's look at the second problem. So for the second problem, we have negative 2 whole 1/3 divided by 1/3. Now again, we see that we have a mixed fraction. So the strategy is we convert this mixed fraction into an improper fraction. So now we have a negative sign here. 2 times 3, that is 6. 6 plus 1, that is 7. 7 over 3 divided by 1/3. Now we apply the KCF rule. So we keep the first fraction same, that is negative 7/3. Turn the division sign into multiplication and flip the second fraction. So 1/3 becomes 3 over 1. Now again, we can do this multiplication in two ways. We can multiply these top numbers, negative 7 times 3, that is negative 21 over 3. you get negative 21 over 3 simplifies to negative 7. Or we can do the simplification right here and then we skip the multiplication process. Here we can see that we can cross out these 3 before doing the multiplication because we can divide both of them by 3. So if I divide 3 by 3, that is 1. This 3 divided by 3 is also 1. Now we have negative 7 times 1, that is negative 7. 1 times 1, that is 1. So negative 7 over 1 simplifies to negative 7. You can see that we can do this process in either way, whichever is convenient for you. Just follow that process. Awesome. Now let's look at this third problem that we have for the division. Remember that multiplication and division of positive and negative numbers would give us the negative sign. So in this case, we can see that our final answer would be negative. Now let's try to simplify this fraction into improper fraction again. So the first part is we convert both of these fractions into improper fraction. So here we have 2 whole 3 over 4. Divide that by negative 2 whole 2 over 3. So the first part is we convert this mixed fraction into improper fraction. So we do 2 times 4, that is 8. 8 plus 3, that is 11 over 4. Now we divide these by negative 2 times 3, that is 6. 6 plus 2, that is 8. We have negative 8 over 3. Now you can see that both of these fractions are in improper form. Now we can apply the KCF rule. We have 11 over 4 times, flip this fraction, that would be negative 3 over 8. Now you can see that we cannot simplify the fraction from the top and the bottom. So that means we just follow the multiplication rule. Multiply the top numbers. 11 times negative 3, that is negative 33. And multiply the bottom numbers. 4 times 8, that is 32. So this is how we get the answer. So we just learned KCF method. The keep, change, flip method means transforming a division between fractions into multiplications between fractions by flipping the second one. That's it for this video and I'll see you in the next one. Now let's get to study.